In a recent series of speeches and interviews, former President Donald Trump has articulated a stark warning for the future of the American auto industry and the nation at large. With the 2024 presidential election approaching, Trump has intensified his rhetoric, predicting catastrophic outcomes if he does not return to the White House. His focus on the auto industry is particularly resonant, given its historical significance in the U.S. economy and its symbolic representation of American industrial power. Let's get started with the video. Trump predicts severe consequences for auto industry and nation if election is lost. Trump's stance on the auto industry. Donald Trump's connection to the auto industry has been a consistent theme throughout his political career. During his first term in office, Trump frequently emphasized the need to protect American manufacturing jobs, particularly in the Rust Belt states, which are heavily reliant on the automotive sector. His administration took several steps aimed at bolstering the industry, including renegotiating trade deals like the USMCA and implementing tariffs on foreign-made cars and parts to protect domestic producers. In his recent statements, Trump has warned that a loss in the 2024 election would lead to what he describes as devastation for the auto industry. He argues that his opponents' policies, particularly those related to climate change and green energy, would undermine the industry's stability and profitability. Trump's critique centers on the Biden administration's push for electric vehicles and the accompanying regulatory changes, which he believes would place an undue burden on traditional automakers and lead to widespread job losses. Concerns over electric vehicles and green energy policies. Trump's opposition to the rapid shift towards electric vehicles is a significant part of his broader criticism of the current administration's energy policies. The former president has consistently portrayed as a threat to the American auto industry's future, claiming that the push for electric vehicles is driven by globalist interests that do not align with the needs of American workers. He argues that the shift to EVs, while technologically innovative, could lead to the decimation of the traditional auto manufacturing sector. Trump asserts that the production of electric vehicles requires fewer parts and less labor, which could result in massive job losses in the automotive supply chain. Moreover, he contends that the raw materials needed for EV batteries, such as lithium and cobalt, are often sourced from countries with questionable labor practices, potentially leading to increased dependence on foreign powers and compromising national security. Trump has also expressed concerns that the Biden administration's focus on green energy could lead to increased energy costs, which would disproportionately affect auto manufacturers and their workers. He warns that the combination of higher production costs, stricter emissions regulations, and potential penalties for non-compliance could push many American auto companies to the brink of bankruptcy, leading to a significant decline in the industry. Impact on the broader economy. Beyond the auto industry, Trump predicts severe consequences for the entire U.S. economy if he does not win the 2024 election. He claims that the policies of his opponents would lead to increased taxes, higher inflation, and a weakening of America's global economic position. Trump has repeatedly argued that his economic policies, including tax cuts and deregulation, were responsible for the robust growth experienced during his presidency, and he warns that a return to Democratic leadership would reverse these gains. Trump has also linked the future of the auto industry to national security concerns. He argues that a weakened auto sector would diminish America's industrial capacity, making the country more vulnerable to external threats. He points to the importance of maintaining a strong manufacturing base for the production of military vehicles and other defense-related technologies, suggesting that any decline in the auto industry could have far-reaching implications for national defense. Political and social ramifications. Trump's predictions of severe consequences extend beyond the economic sphere. He has framed the 2024 election as a pivotal moment in American history, warning that a loss would lead to a decline in American values and a deterioration of the nation's social fabric. Trump has used the auto industry as a symbol of broader societal change, arguing that its potential decline represents a loss of the traditional American way of life. In his speeches, Trump has called on his supporters to mobilize and prevent what he describes as the destruction of the country. He has portrayed himself as the only candidate capable of defending American workers. and preserving the nation's economic strength. This rhetoric is likely to resonate with his base, particularly in key battleground states where the auto industry plays a central role in the local economy. Criticism and counter-arguments. Trump's predictions have not gone unchallenged. Critics argue that his views on the auto industry and green energy are outdated and fail to recognize the potential benefits of technological innovation. Supporters of the transition to electric vehicles argue that it represents an opportunity for American manufacturers to lead in a rapidly growing global market, potentially creating new jobs and revitalizing the auto industry. Furthermore, some experts have questioned Trump's claims about the economic consequences of a shift towards green energy. They argue that the long-term benefits of reducing carbon emissions and investing in renewable energy sources outweigh the short-term costs, and that the auto industry is capable of adapting to new technological realities. Despite these counter-arguments, Trump's warnings are likely to continue to shape the political discourse leading up to the 2024 election. His focus on the auto industry, in particular, underscores the importance of manufacturing jobs in the broader political landscape and highlights the deep divisions over the future direction of the U.S. economy. Donald Trump's predictions of severe consequences for the auto industry and the nation if he loses the 2024 election are a central part of his campaign strategy. By focusing on the potential risks associated with the transition to electric vehicles and green energy, Trump is appealing to voters who are concerned about job security and the future of American manufacturing. While his warnings have been met with criticism, they resonate with a significant portion of the electorate, particularly in regions where the auto industry is a major economic driver. As the election approaches, the debate over the future of the auto industry is likely to remain a key issue, with Trump's predictions playing a prominent role in the broader political conversation. Thanks for watching the video.